Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. Welcome to another episode of Shelf Indulgence. I'm just sort of doing this on the fly as I do a bit of DIY. That rhymes. So I am putting together my stuff. I've put these shelves in place. These are now 120 centimeters across. Haven't finished the job yet, but I was putting together what I have for Mandalorian. So I thought, what the hell? I'm going to show you what I have. So it's, Mandalorian Shelf Indulgence almost. There's not much we've had so far, but this is what I have and how I'm displaying it. But you know what? I like the way it's following chronology as well, because still on the top, I've got my Tatooine Beasts, which falls down into Return of the Jedi. I've got this on the shelf just because, it looks so good on the shelf, that vehicle. Just with the magnolia behind. I know there's a bit of headroom issue there, but who cares? It looks such a good vehicle. I did used to have my skiffs next to the barge. Everything's just here at the minute, it's all moved around, not in place, so I've got a lot of junk in here, but that's why I've come in here today. I haven't been in for a while. Thought I'd finish the job and get these shelves up so I can get everything back into proper position. But then this is what I have, and I'm going to dedicate this whole shelf to Mandalorian. Above, I did want to have the Bantha with the tribe, but because of the fact that I've got all the beasts on the top there, the Bantha, the Dewback, the Ronto and the Rancor, I couldn't fit the Hut on the same shelf. People do ask where I got this. It was made by my friend Daniel Char. I'll sort of leave a link to his channel below, and he does a lot of custom stuff, but instead I thought I'd have the Hut here with the tribe, because they are such an important part of they're in season 1 and season 2, the Crate Dragon episode, that I thought I'd bring the tribe here. And then of course, mixing in with the tribe, we've got Mando. The idea for this, although it's a bit thin on the ground and spread, is I'm gonna go for that whole clusters and the movie poster thing for this shelf. After I've shown you this, I will spin around and I'll show you anything that's new here. In fact, no, I'll do that now before we get into this. I've got this in place now, this Detolf with these helmets. Don has the arcade machine. I'm glad about that. And soon I think I'm going to go down to IKEA and get another one of them. Hello there. I'm going to get another Detolf and have them side by side. Above it just fits the, look at that, I love this vehicle, the Republic gunship. And if I get another one next to it, another Detolf, same height, side by side, I'm thinking of having a Jedi starfighter parked next to it, and maybe a crew of clones. I don't know, I can't wait. I'll, stay tuned. If you are new around here, subscribe and follow the journey, as I get myself together and rearrange this room. Back to the Mandalorian. So let's go through everything I have. I decided to start with an Imperial cluster, and I really liked Moff Gideon. I loved all of that. You have something I want. It means more to me than you will ever know. Unfortunately, I don't have any remnant stormtroopers loose, so I have to settle with clean ones. But these, clean stormtroopers are all over the place in season 2 and at the end of season 1. I liked the beginning of season 1 because the Empire seems so, fringe. All that remains, the remnant, is basically dirty armoured stormtroopers. But there's that figure there. He's shorter than you expect, Moff Gideon, but it's a lovely figure, that. And then these guys, I'm cheating a bit. I've just whipped them from my Tantive 4, except for him. These 3 others are standard original trilogy stormtroopers. I've just borrowed from here for the purpose of this video. So this is nature's way of saying I need to get more stormtroopers. Come on, Hasbro. Release him till the cows come home. A lot of those over there are Luke Skywalker stormtrooper, but I've just kept the helmet on. It just looks like a normal stormtrooper, but I've got him holding the Darksaber. Somebody's going to comment and say he's holding it the wrong way, but I'm very sorry about that. But anyway, that's an awesome trooper. I've got him with that over his shoulder. Then we've got our heroes clustered together. I've gone with this Mandalorian. This is a brilliant figure. This is the one that came with the child. The head swapping one, and just to the side you've got the armor there. Of course, you've got that I've forgotten the name of the planet now, but obviously that Greef Karga in the season 2 attire, and then of course you've got Cara, who later on becomes the marshal of that place. And then obviously we're moving over to Ahsoka. That's the vintage collection 102, is it? Anyway, awful figure, but it looks great doing what she's doing there with the Ray Island Journey poncho, holding a child. That is the one that comes with this figure, that Grogu. That's the first release of it though, so it doesn't have a peg hole on it, so what better Grogu to have in her arms? But this is a figure that is just, you know, goes for tons of money, 500 carded, which is ridiculous. But the figure itself is not as good as a figure I need to open. I still haven't opened the new Ahsoka. I can't wait though. I know that people are using that to customize for Mandalorian, but I'm happy using a figure that is not so good because I've only got her in one standing pose. I love that scene of Grogu and her. She's embracing him and they're talking, and Mando says, you know, are you talking to him? Or something like that. And she says, in a way. I love that. So subtle. That is a beautiful episode, that. Lovely pacing, the samurai episode, I call it. I've got Luke there. Again, that movie poster thing. Luke just out of nowhere just stood as he would. Let me get the tone down there. I love that. Come, little one. You know, that. Oh, it's a beautiful episode, that. And then the saber there. That is a custom I've made. That obviously that's not being released yet, but that is a custom 5 POA Luke Skywalker that came in the Last Jedi line. Or was it Solo line? I can't remember. And then obviously I've put on the Darth Malgus cape. Where is Malgus? He's somewhere on the floor here. Doesn't matter. And it works well enough that it works nicely because it's got the buckle. Obviously the figure is inaccurate. You should have the Jedi tunic or whatever you call it. Doesn't matter. That does the job for me. Oh. And then over here we've got the earlier version of Mando. Obviously he didn't wear that armor for long. It wasn't long before he got a full set of Beskar, and he was off and away. So that's why I've got him stood by the egg. So he could be inside that egg for all we know. But then obviously I've got him outside the egg there. Little Grogu with the frog. Don't eat that. Whatever. I know you're hungry. It's brilliant, the Mando. I haven't watched it for a while because I don't want it to get... Not that it would get boring, but, you know, I like to leave it. And I'll watch it soon, I think. Coming up to a year ago that it was on, I'll watch it. But I don't want to exhaust something that was just so great and keep it nice and fresh. And then, of course, over here we've got the tribe. Let's go through that very quickly for you. You've got from the Attack of the Clones line, the Massif with on the chain there, which is a good figure. You've got this guy, same sculpt, I think, with different colour. Then you've got the classic VOTC one, which has been released everywhere, even in the vintage collection, in the special action figure set. This child I decided not to put in the backpack of the mother, which I recently opened. There she is, female. And that is it. And again, that tent came from Daniel Chart. And that is all I have to say about that. But you know, this is a collection that is going to grow. Goo. You see what I did there? Grogu. Yeah, it's going to grow. There's lots of stuff we can get. You know, I've got this Luke here already. We could potentially get a proper Luke for Mandalorian, and also the Death Troopers, man. Imagine army building that. And that is it. So I'm going to carry on now. I'm going to get things together. I'm going to add another shelf and maybe add some expanded universe. So stay tuned for all of that. That will be coming up soon. I'll even have enough space because it will go down in chronology. Although expanded universe is a mixture of years, I could potentially get my sequel trilogy stuff back and get this squad of loads of... It's the one good thing about these figures, they were so cheap that you can do a lot of nice army building. I did like the design of the First Order Stormtrooper. Wasn't so keen on the thread of the plot and the story, but that's another story for another video. Anyway, let's end on a good note. Let's finish off on here. Here they are again. Mandalorian, thank you very much for watching. I have been only One Kenobi. If you are new around here to this channel, please do subscribe and tap the notification bell. There will be more of this series coming up. And check out the rest of the series. I will leave a link to the playlist for the entire Shelf Indulgence series in the description below. This has been only One Kenobi. Only one.